Good morning, everybody. You can hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
Yes, you are audible.
Fine. Very nice. So we'll start this session. On behalf of Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda Yoga, I, the chairperson, along with Dr. Bharat Singh, our core member, and all the team, welcome you. Sat Sat Naman, Sabko Pranam. Everybody who has joined and who will be joining the event. The second international conference on Ayurveda and Yoga. We will start with an act, a prayer in the form of dance, which will be performed by David. David is a solo dance performer. He is of Indian origin and he lives in Ukraine. David, please.
Namaskar.
We can't see David.
अभी 12:30 अभी 11 कोई टाइम ही नहीं है
David, we are not. David, we are not.
अरे कभी हमें भी देख हमारा भी टाइम मिला
We are not listening your sound.
You don't hear my sound?
No, not
Okay.
listening.
Okay, wait.
हाँ ठीक है पकौड़े बना लो खा लो नहीं घी की सब्जी खाओगे तो क्या बनवाना आलू मटर बनवाओ आलू तो कल ही खाए थे सही और एक सेकंड है ना क्या बनाना है बताती हूँ दाल देख
Not listening.
दाल दे है ना
You hear it?
तुम डालना चावल रख दिया मैंने धोने आया था चावल
Wait.
Do you hear music?
अच्छा घी की सब्जी बना दे हाँ ठीक है घी में मटर डाल ले सॉरी घी में मटर खाओगे ठीक है घी की सब्जी बना दो हाँ
Okay, can I start, please? Okay.
Yes.
You are not audible.
So with this prayer, prayer has power. Prayer can do miracles. Prayer can bring peace. So with your permission, I would like everybody to join a silent prayer. A silent prayer for peace and harmony in Ukraine and all over the world. Let's keep a silent prayer. Just start it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. He is a learned person. He is Vaidya. He works 24 hours. He is architecting brick by brick, stone by stone. He is implementing the policies. The policies to bring Ayurveda and yoga to every home all over the world. We welcome and invite Vaidya Sri Rajesh Koteja ji, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He's busy, so we have Special Secretary Sri Pramod Kumar Pathak ji.
Thank you. And my namaskar to all distinguished participants of Ayurveda and Yoga in Ukraine. First of all, I compliment and appreciate Mr. David Sureshwar for an excellent performance. It is really wonderful to start the conference at such a positive note. I also compliment UAAY for taking initiative to organize this conference at a time when the International Day of Yoga is going to be celebrated in a week's time. So it will create an awareness and sensitization about the yoga and in Ukraine as well as in other countries also, and bring the peace and tranquility among the mankind. So this is a wonderful conference, and I feel privileged to be a part of this event. As you are all aware, Ministry of Ayush is a ministry on traditional medicine in India. Earlier, it was a part of Ministry of Health, but in 2014, on the initiative of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, a new Ministry of Traditional Medicine, which included Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy, and Soarikpa. So all traditional medicines were included, and a new ministry was made in 2014. This was mandated to promote and propagate the scientific basis of traditional medicine among people so that they can be benefited by the ancient wisdom as well as which is reinforced by the modern scientific evidences. We have national institutes which provides education, which is well regulated by the agencies, National Commission of Indian System of Medicine and National Commission of Homeopathy, which has been constituted by an act of parliament. We have Drug and Cosmetics Act, which maintains, which sets up the standards and quality of Ayurvedic medicines. Similarly, we have various regulatory provisions which ensures the quality education, practice, and product in the field of traditional medicine. We have nearly 8 lakhs Ayush practitioners in India, which are giving advice and treatment to the people in the field of traditional medicine. At the international level also, we have memorandum of understanding with around 30 countries for the promotion and propagation of traditional medicine. We have set up Ayush chairs in important institutions so that our activities of traditional medicine can be synergized and promoted in those countries. Similarly, Ministry of Ayush provides scholarship to the foreign students who wants to come to India and study traditional medicine like Ayurveda, Yoga, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathy, and so on. And Ministry of Ayush bears the entire expenditure of their education and airfare so that they can be educated in the field of traditional medicine. Similarly, at the international level, we have research collaboration with various prominent institutes like London School of Health and Tropical Medicine, Fitz, Germany, Charity University, Western Sydney University. Similarly, we have research collaboration and various research activity as per the approved research protocols and parameters are being carried out and have been carried out in the field of traditional medicine by Ministry of Ayush. I hope that in 2 days conference, which Ukrainian Ayurveda Association has organized, the scientific aspect of traditional medicine will be deliberated and which will be very much helpful to the mankind. I would also like to mention that when the new Ministry of Ayush was created in 2014, the total trade was in the field of traditional medicine products was around $3 billion. Over a period of 6 years, 7 years, it has become, recently it is $18 billion as per an independent agency. Now it is poised to go up to $23 billion. So the practice is very encouraging in the field also. Ministry of Ayush is also promoting startups in Ayush sectors and innovation in Ayush sectors. Many youngsters, they are coming up, startups and innovation in the field of Ayush. So and we have taken special measures to promote digitalization of Ayush sector. We are working in close collaboration with Ministry of Information Technology and Electronics in Government of India, and we are promoting the digitalization of Ayush sector. So all these initiatives have been taken up, and our experts in the next 2 days who are participating, they will be commenting in details about the activities and initiatives of Ministry of Ayush. I wish this conference a grand success, and I'm thankful to the Ukrainian Ayurveda Association for taking initiative to organize this conference. I also invite all distinguished participants to participate enthusiastically in International Day of Yoga on 21st June, and they should upload their videos on the ministry websites so that we can document their activities. Thank you and best of wishes.
ਬਸ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨਾ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ 2 ਵਜੇ ਯੋਗਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ, ਅੱਜ ਲੇਟ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਮੈਂ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਚ, ਤਾਂ ਖਾਣ ਬੈ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਬਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੇਰਾ।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for the inspiration. This is my personal request to all the participants. Please mute your microphone. Please mute your microphone. So with this very good words from Pathak ji, we move ahead. Ayurveda says balancing of doshas. Dosha is the fundamental thing. I once again request everybody to mute the microphone, please, because it's dubbing. So as Ayurveda says, balancing of doshas. Doshas is the fundamental thing, and he is the person who is balancing the things. He is talented, he is learned, he is experienced, he takes care of us, he supports us, he guides us, he motivates us.
Yeah.
His excellency is the word given to very few designations in the world. So today, His Excellency, Indian Ambassador to Ukraine, Sri Harsukumar Jain, he is very busy, so he has provided us a video message. Let's see it. I once again request everybody to mute the microphone, please.
उनको मैं कैसे बोलूंगा कि मेरे पास वक्त हो जाए उनको हमने सी लिख दिया जो स्नेह सेवन कराना
So this is the message from our honorable ambassador. Now we proceed with the speakers. We have wonderful people, scholars, pundits. So this person is full of knowledge, full of inspiration. Chairman, head of the department, dean, registrar, and many more responsible designations he has held it. He has three post-graduation degree, member of many prestigious organizations. Most important is he is the teacher who teaches the teachers. He is the teacher who teaches the teachers. He has taught yoga, Ayurveda from school children to diplomats of different countries. The President of India designated him as Yogacharya. We lovingly call him Guruji. I welcome and invite to the microphone and the stage Professor Dr. G.D. Sharma ji.
Shall I start now, sir?
Sir, your topic is Science of Tribandha, Muscular Locks. Please, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, please.
Oh. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam ham vande paramanandam madhavam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. After extending my heartful regards and respects to most esteemed Secretary of the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, Dr. Kutechaji, and the most senior officer who was representing his words, Shri Pramod Kumarji, I also express my heartiest gratitude to the Ambassador of India in Kyiv, Ukraine, who has been very kind enough to collaborate this program with the Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga. I also express my gratitude to the president of the association, Dr. Kundan Sandwarji, Dr. Jayantji, who is associating with him, and Dr. Bharat Singhji, who is a life member of this outstanding association. Before I move forward, I would also like to express the reveredness to the association that they are holding, promoting, and preaching the Indian traditional system of yoga and Ayurveda, not only in Ukraine, but in whole of the Europe and other countries also. Yoga is a way of life. Ayurveda is a natural medicine, which I call a green medicine, which we extract from the natural resources, which the God has gifted us in the form of nature. This nature has been created by the God with some definite meaning and definite purpose. This all we know. But because of the materialistic, glitter-full life, we forgot the basic elements and the basic purpose of our own life and the life which is around us in the form of vegetation, trees, plants, and 5 elements. As I said before, the God has gifted this nature with some definite purpose, and that definite purpose is to fulfill the demands which are known as necessities, not the desires, and useful to lead our life comfortably, conveniently, and happily. Similarly, this body has also been gifted to us by the highest consciousness, the God, with some definite meaning and definite purpose. Each and every organ, limb has also some definite meaning and definite purpose. I will not go into that detail, but I'll come because the time is very short, only 15 minutes. So my today interest of speaking with every one of you who are learned people, who are practitioners, whether in yoga or in Ayurveda, your work and contribution to the society is marvelous and will be remembered for all the times to come. With this body, the God has gifted to us 3 beautiful centers of energy through which we receive and release the energy in different forms from the cosmos. And these 3 parts are known as the 3 wide muscles, or also known as the spongy muscles. These 3 spongy muscles hide in it the entire mechanism, biology, the biochemistry of the body. Without their close coordination and functioning in equanimity, nothing will be purposeful. So these 3 wide muscles are known as the cervical muscle, the neck muscles, which I mean to say, cervical muscle is here, which is surrounding the neck and the entire throat area. The second one, the bigger and the big spongy muscle, and the body is the abdominal cavity or the abdominal muscles. And the third one, which is also spongy muscle and very important, are the hip muscles or the bottom muscles. And to know them scientifically, logically, spiritually, the saints and sages of ancient India, through their practice and works in the form of manuscripts which they left to us for our guidance, to show our the right path, they gave the name to exercise these 3 wide muscles, these 3 spongy muscles, as the 3 bandhas. 3 bandhas mean 3 locks of the body, 3 locks to perform every morning, every day. Empty stomach, by detoxifying the body every morning. These are known as the chin lock. The first one is the Jalandhar Bandh in Sanskrit. The second one is the abdominal lock. This is known as the Udyan Bandha. And the third one is known as the Mula Bandha or the anal muscles lock. All the small, invisible nerves, vessels, veins, arteries are very safe and secure inside these 3 wide muscles. If someone is hurt, if someone is hit upon on these areas, they have the tolerance power to bear the blows, the wounds for some time. They have their own immunity factors. Though these are very small but very important group of yogic practices. These physical techniques allow the practitioner to control different organs and nerves in the body. The word bandha means to hold or tighten, as I said before, which exactly describes the physical actions and are required to perform these practices. Sorry. Various parts of the body are gently but powerfully contracted and tightened. This has the effect of massaging the organs tightened. This has the effect of massaging the organs, removing stagnant blood, sorry, stimulating and regulating the nerves connected with these organs. This improves the function health of the body. Although these bandhas are performed physically, they have a second effect on the chakras too. They have an effect on the three deformities, three doshas also. And they have the effect on the three gunas, three divine qualities, which are there in this body. And these are also known Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, and the Shiva. In this way, the spiritual power is increased. Advanced practitioners may experience tightening of Shushna Nadi, which is sure sign that the psychic energy is manifested inside this body. The people who have attained high stress during the sedentary way of life balances the high states of meditation. And they will know that this is the same experience that is felt when a chakra is about to open by the practice of these three. Thus, for example, if I say the performance of Jalandhara Bandha or the Chinalok like this, all the organs related to, including vessels, veins, arteries, influences the rhythmic functioning of vocal cords, salivary glands, thyroid glands, uvula, etc., etc. The smallest veins, which are responsible to create the sounds of speech, can also be generated by this practice. Sorry, I'm having slightly some problem in the throat last night, so I'm having time and again this coughing problem. So sorry, it will be okay in few minutes. So this Jalandhara Bandha gift us a beautiful power of speech and beautiful power of creating various fluids and chemicals as and when we inhale the breath. So when we inhale the breath, all these very sensitive organs they immediately absorb the properties from the nature in the form of protein, neutrons, electrons, chemicals, minerals, metals, rock salts, and the values of the medicinal plants through the air. And immediately the throat muscles welcome them to rejuvenate the body. Secondly, the Uddiyana Bandha or the abdominal lock is performed to improve the digestive system of the body, and the Sapta Dhatu's creation is also rhythmically managed by this lock. When we exhale and pull back our abdominal muscles towards the spinal cord, and when we compress these abdominal muscles to the backward side, the whole spinal tract is also looked upon and also given track for the physical and mental health, and also a pitch prepared by this lock in the spinal cord to move the serpent power, snake power, or the Kundalini Shakti in a natural way. Thirdly, the very important comes is the anal lock or the anus lock. When we perform it, which is called Mool Bandha, by pressing the Sivni Nadi or the pelvic region with the heel of the selected feet and contract the muscle, abdominal muscles, or tighten the abdominal muscles upward for a comfortable time while holding the breath inside. And then relax slowly, gently, and cautiously and consciously. All the reproductive organs, all the excretory organs, all the organs relating to the kidneys, all the organs relating to the pancreas are also attended by this lock and give help to the abdominal lock also. If we will be doing these three locks every day with full dedication, determination, devotion, the health will be in our hands. Health cannot be bought, but health can be made. Health can be achieved by the sattvic way of life or the spiritual way of life. When we perform these three locks, all the three doshas, three deformities are controlled, and the power how to control the tamoguna, inertia, quality, how to control the rajoguna, which gives us the speed to work, prepares us to our actions and deeds every day. And the third one is Satoguna, the pure quality of divinely consciousness and the consciousness of the human values. Though these are very small, as I said before, group of exercises, but they are performed while performing the mudras, the physical gestures, exercises, and these are also performed while practicing pranayama in the form of kumbhakas, retention of the breath, whether in, out, or in between. So my suggestion, my advice, whenever you find time, sit in a comfortable posture. Try to practice them. If Uddiyana Bandha or the abdominal lock is not performed in a sitting position, one can also do them in standing, but in a bending position, keeping the hands on the knee joints. When the joy and happiness is experienced by the practitioner, the dietary habits are also controlled. The sedentary habits are also controlled. And we revert back to our tradition. So, with these words, I would like to conclude with the words, if we are conscious, everything around us is for our help, rescue, and progress. If we are not conscious, the life will be miserable, full of pain and sorrows. So in the end, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. And again, I express my thanks to Dr. Kundanji, his team, and Dr. Bharat Singh ji. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Yog. Dhanyavad. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, especially for the concluding lines. Consciousness is the main thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm extremely sorry to everybody that in the initial stage of the sessions, we had some technical difficulties. Anyway, we have shutted it out. And many people have said that Ambassador Sahab's Ambassador ji speech was not heard clearly. So with your permission, I would like to replay it. It's not audible again. We cannot hear you. Okay, once again, I'll try, please.
No, it's not audible. Later you can check and reload it. Then it will be technically okay. So you can continue now.
So, so we move ahead. We have little change because one person is has to go somewhere. He he is a doctor. He is a practicing doctor, a very good speaker, and he knows he's practicing Ayurveda. He's implementing Ayurveda. He knows the benefits of Ayurveda, and he knows how to use that. So we have MD, PhD, Ayurveda, Associate Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi, Dr. Ramakant Yadav. Sir, please.
Thank you. At the outset, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries present on this platform. My humble good morning to all. And with these words, since the time limit has to be followed, so I will directly go to my presentation. I am sharing my screen. Can you please make me host so that I can share screen?
उसी कट कराओ या अगला दो करते थे तुम क्या
Dr. Yadav, sir, I cannot.
From your end, you have disabled the sharing screen so that
1 minute. Okay,
host
okay.
disabled participant screen sharing.
I'm not seeing you, sir. Yes.
No.
Yes, sir. No.
Just make me host, I think that will work. Share screen.
Yes, sir. Please.
No, it is still not. Yes, now it's okay. Now it's okay. Yes, is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay,
Please.
okay. Thank you,
Please.
thank you, thank you. The topic which I am going to discuss today is about the management of arthritis based on the Ayurvedic principles and the Ayurveda way of managing arthritis. So everybody knows that the arthritis is a very common problem, and most of the patients which coming to the Ayurvedic attend any Ayurvedic OPD, many of them are suffering from such type of chronic disorders, especially disabling diseases like arthritis or uh, chronic disease of skin or many others are there. So arthritis is really a big problem nowadays, since the our expectancy of life is increasing day by day. So arthritis like complaints are definitely going to occur to our society, and as a physician we have to treat them all as per the need arises. So coming to the next, what is the basic concept of Ayurveda? Everybody knows that our basic concept include like concept of Tirdosh, concept of Panch Mahabhut, concept of Sapt Dhatu. In this concept, Tirdosh, these are the basic fundamental units of our body. Panch Mahabhut is also basic units of our body, and mainly Dhatu, the body tissues are important. Out of this, Asthi Dhatu is related more to the disease of bones and joints. Coming to the basic overview of arthritis, arthritis we commonly know as it is as a joint inflammation, stiffness, damage or inflammation of one or more joints, along with the swelling, pain and burning sensation may be there. There are more than 100 types of arthritis. If you are going to count the types, there will be more than 100 and are related to different conditions. More than 50 million adults have arthritis, and this problem is going to increase really during the next coming decade or a few years, because our life expectancy is more, and the number of aged people will be more. So this type of problem will be more. It is most common among women and occurs more frequently as a people get older. In Ayurveda, it is correlated with Sandhikat Vat or Vatrakta or Amvat. These are the three major conditions which are described in Ayurvedic classics or Ayurvedic texts, and they are pertaining to different varieties of arthritis. What kind of varieties are there? If you relate to the condition, you will find that all the degenerative kind of things are related to Vata dosh. All the inflammation kind of things are related to Pitta dosh, and all the you can say where the excessive thickness of bones is there, that is related to Kapha dosh. Or sometimes if fracture, if a healing fracture, if you can see the fracture healing, you will find like granulation tissue is there. That condition may be related to Kapha dosh. So this type of dose presentation is found in our you can say arthritis as per the Ayurveda. Vata dosh is related more to the osteoarthritis like conditions, that is related to the old age, and it is a common feature that in old age Vata dosh becomes predominant. Pitta dosh is more related to inflammatory like of condition like rheumatoid arthritis. You can relate like osteomyelitis. You can relate. So you will find inflammation as a predominant feature. So these are the condition we find in our classics. Again, more simplified way, I will classify. You can classify arthritis as acute, chronic, and other musculoskeletal disorders. In acute condition, you will find infectious arthritis, gout, pseudo gout, and reactive arthritis. In chronic conditions, you will find rheumatoid arthritis, that is known by the name of Amvat, and you will find osteoarthritis by name Sandivat, and you will find gouty arthritis. So most of the patients which are coming are mainly of this variety to our hospital. Apart from that, you will find there are symptoms like psoriatic arthritis, reactive arthritis, Charcot's arthritis, and periarticular juvenile arthritis. SLE, this is a condition, systemic lupus erythematosus. It is also a autoimmune condition where joint ailments are found. And osteonecrosis, this is also a major condition. If you will go through the classification, these are the major conditions which you will encounter. What are the causes of arthritis? Definitely, you will learn very quickly that what major causes like metabolic abnormalities, as you will see in the gout conditions, and infection. You will find like tubercular joints, like osteomyelitis, general wear and tear, like old age, and calcium deficiencies, and in cartilage degeneration. These are the condition you will find. Family hereditary may be there. If in a family rheumatoid arthritis incidence is there, then there are more chances of offsprings getting arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. Poor nutrition is one of the major components that will cause a loss of calcium and vitamin D, and that will ultimately relate to the arthritis-like condition. And obesity, definitely our all weight bearing joints, if a person is obese, our all weight bearing joints will suffer from some kind of overweight, and ultimately necrosis will occur, or degeneration will occur. And autoimmunity is emerging as major cause nowadays for any disease, not only in case of arthritis, in many conditions of the body. This is emerging as a major component. You will find in autoimmunity, you will find many conditions like arthritis, especially the presentation you can relate with rheumatoid arthritis or ankylosing spondylitis. Such type of conditions you can relate with them. Coming to the general signs and symptoms, how we diagnose the conditions of arthritis, like pain. Definitely, there is pain in Ayurvedic classics. Pain is described as especially excruciating pain, like vrashchik danshvat vedna. This is a classical term. This means like scorpion sting. The pain is like scorpion sting. Next one is Akhu Vishvat Vedna, that is long standing pain. This you can relate with what Ayurvedic classic said, rat bite like pain. If rat bite is there, the pain will be there. And constant dull ache in affected joints. This is also a condition found in various arthritis like condition. In general conditions, general symptoms, fever may be encountered, swelling and tenderness of joints may be encountered. I would like to request everyone to please mute yourself so that no disturbance can be observed.
कारण बता दिया था तो 1-2 मिनट का है इनका, बस मैं मैसेज डालता।
Dr. Bharat Singh, please mute yourself. Dr. Bharat Singh, please mute yourself. Another, coming to the next general signs and symptoms which are encountered in arthritis, like stiffness of joints, deformity of joints, limping, disturbed sleep, malaise and fatigue, rigidity and pain of the abdomen. So these are also general symptoms which are encountered in the cases of arthritis. And how we diagnose? We diagnose arthritic cases on the basis of investigations. And there are common investigations you will find, like X-ray of affected joints, and serum uric acid, rheumatoid factor, C-reactive proteins, complete blood count, anti-nuclear antibodies, anticyclic cetylated peptide and antibodies, erythrocyte sedimentation rate, HLA-B27, synovial fluid analysis, and 24-hour urine collection for uric acid determination. So these are the common investigations we can go for, and on the basis of this, we can diagnose a case of arthritis. These are some X-ray findings which we encounter in our daily life. You will see that the asymmetrical joint space narrowing from loss of articular cartilage. You will see this arrow will show that there is asymmetrical narrowing. The medial or the inside part of the knee is most affected by osteoarthritis. Medial means the part which is towards inner side of our thighs is affected more. And sclerosis periarticular, you know that every bone has a covering on itself that is known as uh, uh, so periosteum, and that is sclerosed or that is damaged, that is condition. Osteophytes are spicules like condition, fine spicules like conditions which exist during the degeneration. This is known as osteophytes. You will find like spicules like condition. So these are subchondral bone cyst. These are the conditions that may exist. Ultimately, what is finally the treatment goal is, that is to provide pain relief, to reduce inflammation, to preserve the functional capacity of the joints, resolution of idiopathogenesis process, facilitation of healing, and all these are achieved by Ahar, Vihar, and Aushadhi. These three are the basic components of any Ayurvedic treatment. Ahar, Vihar, and Aushadhi. You will find that Ahar is Sattvic Ahar, as we know. Vihar, we should take proper Vihar, and ultimately, if that will not work, then you will switch over to Aushadhi, that is medicaments. What is the ahar or your diet? What a kind of diet you will advise to the patient? That diet will consist like barley, horse gram, red rice, and millets, rice grass, cow grass, drumsticks, bitter gourd, ginger, curd, and what not to eat as per the Ayurvedic philosophy, like curd, jaggery, wheat, more milk. Milk is essential, but taking more and more milk product, that causes a kind of heaviness in our body that will ultimately cause the overweight of our system. So flour prepared from black gram, wrong food combinations, we should avoid all these things, especially milk products in excess, not in very commonly. If a person is taking milk product in a normal dose or simple amount, then that will work. And if that is taken in excess, that will cause a kind of heaviness in body that will result to overweight. And Vihar, the lifestyle. Vihar means the lifestyle. What we should do. These are the do's for lifestyle, like weight reduction. First and foremost important is weight reduction. Mridu Vyayam. Mridu Vyayam means mild exercises that will relax all the bones and joints of your body. Chankraman. Chankraman means brisk walking. Everybody used to take a morning walk. So that should be a kind of brisk walking. And Swedan. Swedan is important. Fomentation. Swedan, we should always take some hot fomentation and apply some oil on our joint, so that that will remain lubricated most of the time. And what we should not frequently follow, that is known as apatya, that these are the don'ts. Like this is a beauty of Ayurveda, that even air, direction of air has a given the importance regarding the disease. So the air which is coming from the eastern parts of the climate, you can say eastern direction, that causes a kind of harm to the that will increase the painful condition. Veg dharan, this is another a beautiful concept of Ayurveda. If you will suppress your natural urges like urination or feces or something like sweating and appetite, like these are the natural urges which everybody has, and if you will suppress, that will cause a different, that will cause a vatvrddhi and ultimately disease. And excessive walking means excessive exercise is also contraindicated in Ayurveda. There is a limit. How much limit is there? That is known as balarth. Means you should exercise up to your half the strength. So that is the limit given by the Ayurvedic literature. If you feel perspiration on your forehead and you require to breathe by mouth, then that is a condition you should stop exercising. And Shodhan is very important. We always practice like Vaman, Virechan, and Basti. These are the Shodhan process we apply before every treatment. So this is important. External therapies, these are also very important for the arthritis like condition like Ruksha Swet, means dry fermentation, Paluka Swet, Potali Swet, Ruksha Sneh, that is Kotam Chukadi Tel and Sandavadi Tel. Lep, that is Shatpushpadi Lake and the Sham Lake. These are the name of medicines which are described in our classical literature. So when a physician tries to, ultimately the goal is treatment of the patient. We should apply these things to the patients depending on the condition of the disease and the patient. Again, these are the procedures which are also very important during the treatment, like Agni Karma is, Avgahan is there, Upanaha is there. Upanaha means applying some lap on the, you can say, surface of the skin. So Upanaha may be of many types. So you will find different types of Upanaha. Janu Basti is there, my oil fermentation on the knee joint. Kriva Basti is there, oil fermentation of the cervical spine. And Kati Basti, oil fermentation of the spine, especially pertaining to back. So these are all procedures we use to apply for the management of different type of arthritis. And these are the medicaments, common medicines we use, and most of the medicines which are being used for the treatment of arthritis have these are the ingredients, major ingredients if every condition, like ginger is there, curcumal is there, Crinum latifolium, that is Sudarshan, Ricinus communis, that is Aaron, Boswellia serrata, Vitex nogundo, and Rasna, that is Pluchia lanceolata, and Ashwagandha, Videnia somnifera. These are the common medicines which are used in many herbal formulations for the management of arthritis. And definitely, earlier lecture, Guruji was defining the different yogasanas and different benefits of yogasanas. For the arthritis-like condition, you can also use asanas, but with the advice of proper physician or proper yogacharya, so that you should not overstretch your body or something like that. There are many asanas like child pose or sarvangasana and forward bending. These are all important and these are all beneficial, but depending on the condition. Veerbhadrasana and Setubandhasana. These are all typical poses, and everybody who is trying to practice themselves, they should take a proper advice from the major some yogacharya, and that he will guide for such type of procedures. And these are the certain evidence. Now the need of the hour is generating evidence for the Ayurveda. So what we are doing at our institute is based on the totally evidence based. And now we are having more than 5 or 6 MDs, Doctor of Medicines, which have completed their work on the arthritis. There are many conditions like osteoarthritis we have worked. We have worked on the rheumatoid arthritis and comparative study of recent studies we have worked on rheumatoid arthritis. So these are the situation we are working, and this is the effect of study in different conditions. You will find that the conditions like joint pain and conditions like stiffness and Womack index, these are the objective parameters. The patient got relief on such condition. This is also a public health investigator project. It's a very big project. It is having more than 1,500 cases, and we have applied. And this is the mandate of given to us by Ayush Ministry, and we have completed this project more than 1,500 cases, and we have got many good responses for that. Analysis is going on. Result will be discussed later. definitely, this is the methodology. I have just told that more than 1,500 cases we have done. So this is how we obtain the patient. We usually apply the medical camps, arrange medical camps for the manager, for the patients, and take clinical material from there, and seeing the responses of the treatment. And coming to the end, I will say that scientific and comparative descriptions of joint diseases are well described in classical Ayurvedic texts. And this it is concluded that Vat Prakop, Ahar, Vihar, and Jaravastha. Vat Prakop Ahar means you can say dry type of lifestyle and diet, and Jaravastha means old age. These are the main culprits regarding the joint disorders, especially Sandivar. And immunity-related disorders are major concern. This is a really major field which have to work. Pollution and lifestyle are one of the major components which are responsible for arthritis. And hope lies with ultimately Ayurveda, and it provides a better quality of life. If we cannot treat all the patient, if we can relieve them from the pain, and we can give a better quality of life to them, that will be a greater benefit for the mankind. With these words, again, I am thankful to the organizers for giving me opportunity to share my views on this platform. And thank you, everyone, for this kindness. Thank you. Thank you, Kundanji.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yadav. It's wonderful to see that practical approaches and the clinical trials are being made. It's necessary, it's required, it's the need of time. Next is, he is a learned man. He loves science. He loves yoga. This man is working hard to show and prove the scientific base of yoga, its impact. He is doing the research work, is Doctor of Science, lots of research work. I'm seeing his CV and I don't know what to say, but is member of the Scientific Advisory Committee, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, 25 years of research experience and more than 30 research publications on yoga. Wonderful work he's doing. He is Pro Vice Chancellor and Research Director of S. Vyas University, Research Director of Vivekananda Yoga University, Los Angeles, Editor of International Journal of Yoga, and many more. So I like to welcome and invite Professor Manjunath Sharmaji. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, Kundanji. It's my privilege to be here, and also it's my great pleasure to be with such eminent personalities who are all going to give their talks today. I should thank and certainly appreciate and congratulate the organizing committee, because probably this is the first ever conference where you have got almost all the greatest leaders in their fields together under one platform. Many congratulations for that. And it's a privilege to have Pathakji, the Special Secretary of Ayush, the Ambassador of India to Ukraine, as well as special thanks to Dr. Bharat Singh and Kundanji. So let me just start my talk for the day by through this prayer. Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Nidaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Nama, offering my salutations to all those great masters who have given us this knowledge. If I can share my slides. Kundanji, if you can just enable. The topic given to me is to talk about neural plasticity, particularly concerning with meditation. it's always interesting to look at how meditation can influence various physiological processes, and then we can think of its applications in various conditions. But before that, it's most important to understand the underlying mechanisms and go to the roots of the benefits or effects of meditation.
One minute, sir. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
do
no
this.
problem, no problem. Kundanji, you tell me whenever it is ready. Meanwhile, I continue just to save
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, because there are so many speakers, I can understand. Okay, so when we are talking of neural plasticity, particularly what brings into our mind is the special capacity of the nervous system to modify itself functionally and structurally in response to an experience, either outside or inside, and an injury, probably due to either trauma or due to a pathological condition. It is very well said that over 90% of brain growth happens before 5 years of age. So we think that probably beyond certain age, nothing happens to our brain and we cannot modify it further. But that 10% of growth and maturity of a nervous system beyond 5 years provides huge variable experience. But let me make it very clear, the plasticity, the changeability continues till the last breath. So which is the speciality of nervous system, which we need to make the best use of it. We also know that there are several factors which influence neural plasticity. It can be either those connected with the environment, those connected with social context, others connected with our health, particularly coming from lifestyle. Primarily, the components like exercise, physical activity, our habits, including diet and sleep, can play a major role. And we also look at various neurocognitive processes driven by these factors, which can also get affected. And finally, what is most important is the ability to change of the brain itself. And that's what brings in the component of neuroplasticity. Kundanji, are we there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
No, have you enabled me? Not yet. You will see me as Manjunath